Okay, thank you. Good morning. Today's Wednesday, September 18th, 2077. Agenda setting. I am Commissioner Eileen O'Brien, filling in for interim chair Jordan Maynard, who is unavailable today. We are going to be conducting this meeting using remote collaboration technology, and so we will do a roll call to confirm the quorum. Commissioner Hill.
I am here. Good morning.
And Commissioner Skinner.
Good morning.
Good morning. So that makes 3. We have a quorum. So we will go first to Commissioner Skinner on the minutes.
Okay, I'm ready. Let me just pull up the right screen here. So this morning we have 2 sets, August 22nd and September 4th. And assuming everyone has had an opportunity to review, I'll go ahead with the motion.
Yeah,
Madam Chair. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I just said I had. I was confirming I had.
All right, thank you. Madam Chair, I move that the commission approve the minutes from the August 22nd, 2024 and September 4th, 2024 agenda setting meetings that are included in our packet, subject to any necessary corrections for typographical errors or other non-material matters.
Second.
Okay, unless there's edits, I'll do a roll call. Commissioner Hill.
Aye.
And Commissioner Skinner.
Aye.
And I am aye, so that's 3-0 on those 2 sets of minutes. Thank you to Commissioner Skinner and Judy and team. Moving on to the upcoming meeting schedule. I think we have dates September, looks like 18th today, all the way through October 31st. Do we have, I know Commissioner Skinner, there was a potential we were going to have a conflict in October. For you, do those dates look okay?
All but the October 24 date.
Okay, so we need to circle back on that maybe.
Yeah, just, kind of play it by ear, see what is up on the agenda for that meeting.
Okay, maybe we'll put an asterisk next to that so that we don't forget.
Thank you.
So moving on to next Thursday, the 26th. ED Serpa administrative update.
Yes, I plan to do that. Yep.
Okay, and just I'm going to add anybody that doesn't have a time estimate. I'm just going to ask now for Grace's planning. Do you have an estimate on time?
That'll be short, 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay. And then Commissioner Skinner, looks like 4 sets. And to give you an update as well, Judy and I are playing phone tag with each other on the 12:20 set, but that should be ready in a couple of days.
Okay, got it. But yeah, we will have those on for the agenda on the 26th.
Okay. Legislative update, Commissioner Hill.
No need for a legislative update, Madam Chair.
Okay. And then item 4, GC Grossman on the regulations.
Yes, good morning. I believe those are ready to go.
Okay. And 15 minutes is accurate?
I think so.
Okay. And then I think we have Crystal and Andrew on sports wagering compliance update reports.
Yes, we are actually going to pull that and put that back under review.
Okay.
And then we will also have 3 house rule revisions, BetMGM, MGM Springfield, and Caesars. And then we'd also like to discuss adding language to the event catalog for the prohibition of a certain award for individual collegiate awards. You'll have a memo shortly, later today.
Okay, so 2 separate items under sports wagering? House
Correct,
rules
correct. House rules and a change on the event catalog. Yep, and then the 3 house rules. Yep.
Okay. And do you have a ballpark, Andrew, on time?
I would say no more than 30 minutes.
Okay. All right, great.
They're all fairly quick.
And then Commissioner Skinner, the licensee diversity audit.
Yeah, we're good to go. I'm going to defer to the team though on time. I would think half an hour at least, but
Yeah, I would say probably 30, 35 minutes. So 30 minutes is probably.
Okay, great. And then Joe wins the prize. Review of draft CMF regulations guidelines.
Yeah, we're ready to go on that. We've got some 2x2s scheduled for the next few days.
And 60 minutes still.
Yeah, I think we should hold that. Hopefully it won't go quite that long, but that are on the side of caution.
Right, okay. And then last item at this point is a sports wagering non-compliance matter.
Yes, so we have something that fits, I'll say it fits into this bucket. We'd like to give an update regarding the status of a bet MGM adjudicatory hearing that was originally scheduled for December 26th. I'd like to put it in that slot and it would take about 15 minutes, I think.
Okay. All right. And so before we move on to the next date, is there anything staff or my fellow commissioners wanted to add to the 26th?
Commissioner O'Brien,
Yep.
I would like to add an update on the status of section 97.
Okay. I was going to ask you about that. I was going to put that under review. You're ready for an update on the 26th?
I'm working on a memo now, so I know there's a lot of research to pull together on this, but I do believe I'll have it by Friday. I close the business day Friday, if that's okay.
Okay. And then stay in touch with Grace. Obviously, if you don't, maybe we bump it to the 10th of October.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll actually, the 10th would not work. I'll be flying back from Las Vegas
Oh, right.
during the meeting. So
Okay.
that's
right,
why
so if it
I
does
wanted
work
to
on
hit
that,
the
we'll go-
26th. Yeah.
Okay. And then Caitlin, I think you had your hand up.
Yes, thank you. We have a brief update for the commission regarding the change from the Plainville Sportsbook bar name to the ESPN Bet. We'd like to do that on the 26th as well.
Okay. And then actually circling back to you, Mark, what's your time estimate on the section 97?
10 minutes.
Okay. And then Caitlin, what about you for that?
5 minutes.
Okay, great.
Give it 10 just to be safe.
Okay. So anyone else have anything to add on the 26th?
Yes, we do have one other thing, if I may. So we've had a request for further executive session to review security related issues that we've discussed previously as they relate to Encore or Boston.
Okay. Okay, so that's 11. Last call, anything on the 26th? Nope, okay, seeing nothing, let's move on to the 10th of October. ED Serpa administrative update,
Yes, we'll do 10 minutes.
and then Commissioner Skinner, just keep hold on meeting minutes, just in case.
Yes, please.
Okay, and then Commissioner Hill legislative update, same, or-
No need for a legislative update on that date.
and then GC Grossman regulations.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn to the team for this one. Anything for the 10th?
Nothing to add right now.
No, okay. And then item 5, sports wagering, anything specific or just the placeholder staying?
We'd like to close the loop on that void request form that we've discussed recently. We'll bring that forward for commission review on the 10th.
Great. And that, what do you think, pretty short?
That should
10
be
minutes?
short, no more than 10 minutes. Yep.
Yeah, okay. And then Joe, reappointment of the local community mitigation advisory committee and subcommittee members.
Yep, we should be all set with that.
Okay. And then item 7 is we're hold for continued discussions on the draft guidelines. Is that a just in case?
Yeah, I think we'll see if any, significant questions come out next Thursday that we need to follow up on. We would just have that. We start get to being a little bit critical to get our things out for public review, to get them back and get them out on time. So we just want to have that in our back pocket if we need it.
Okay. And then, so Derek, quarterly updates for Q1 and FY24 closeout.
Yep, we'll be ready for that, and the 30 minutes on the agenda looks appropriate.
Okay. And then Mark, looks like you got the last 2, sports wagering kiosk report and Game Sense quarterly.
Yes, we will be ready for both of those. We'll get the sports wagering kiosk report to you soon, well in advance. I think we're just working on maybe the research snapshot for that. Bonnie, do you have any further insight on that?
Okay.
And
And anything else for either staff or commissioners that they want to know they add on the 10th?
Madam Chair, we have started the process with the PPC license renewal. We've reached out to them and to staff, and our hope is to have on the 10th the procedure in place for your review and approval to go ahead with that, which is essentially, I think I sent that letter out to all the commissioners a little while back, what we did back in 2020. I've asked for staff and for PPC to comment on that, on whether they think there are any changes necessary. And the thought was we would come back to the commission on the 10th for a vote on that procedure. And then we would, we'll set up a timeline and all those kinds of things within that. There's some things you need to vote on, like the fee, the renewal fee, and all those various things. So we're hoping to do that on the 10th if we can.
Okay. And then hold what?
30
20
minutes, probably.
30?
20 to 30 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Commissioner,
I'll have a better idea. I've asked for comments back by this Friday. If there's significant changes being made, it might be longer, but if they're not significant, it might be very quick.
Right, okay. Yeah, Mark?
yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Could I push the Game Sense quarterly to 10/24?
Sure.
Late breaking info on that.
Okay. Anyone else have anything to add to the 10th? Nope. Okay. So next would be Thursday, October 24th. And I know Commissioner Skinner, this is all, we'll see what it is, right? Whether we need to move that, but at this point we have administrative update. Keep that on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
20, I'll take 20 minutes for that one.
Okay. And then same thing for the minutes. Commissioner Skinner will just keep the hold.
I don't anticipate having anything available for that day. Given
Oh,
the-
okay.
I'll be present for the meeting. So
Right.
I think it's safe to say, take that off for the 24th.
Okay. And then Commissioner Hill, legislative update.
We don't need one for that date, Madam Chair.
Okay. And then Todd, regulations.
I will have to circle back on that one. I don't think there's anything at the moment.
Okay. And then sports wagering.
Nothing currently, but we can keep the placeholder just in case.
Okay. So it might work out actually to not have a conflict for Commissioner Skinner.
Commissioner Bryan.
Anything you wanted to add to that, Jay?
There is, yeah.
Other than the meeting you just asked to move?
Yeah. The under review, we have the integrated report from the Sigma team.
Okay.
And they should be ready for that on the 24th.
On the 24th. So it would be the
Number 10.
the number 10 and then the one you just asked to move from the date prior, right? So those would be the two. Okay. And what's your time ballpark for those two?
It seems like there's plenty of time. I would say about an hour for the integrated report. It's a big report. So a little extra time would be appreciated. And then for the Game Sense, probably 30 minutes. Standard.
So is there anything else aside from those two from Mark for the 24th at this point? No. Okay. So seeing none, we can move on to under review. Compliance committee, this is me. This is something Todd and I have to connect on. So I'm going to keep it under review for now. Next up would be the HCA compliance update, Commissioner Skinner and Joe Delaney.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
still-
put that under review. Sorry,
Still
Joe.
under review, yep.
Beat you to it.
And then sticking with you, Joe, the East of Broadway process,
Yeah,
that's what actually we wanted to leave it under review, right? That's what
Yeah,
you said.
that's just gonna stay there until, well, I mean, I guess we have to decide at some point what we're gonna do with it, but we can leave it there
Okay.
for now.
Okay. And then this, the DPH report, the equity pillars problem gambling. I currently have a meeting set up with DPH on the 30th of October. So I had initially set an October meeting, but this is likely a November meeting for us. So I'm just going to keep it under review for now. And then number 5, I would defer to Edie Serpa and CFO Lennon on this procurement thresholds.
Under review, fine.
Okay. And then Commissioner Skinner and I have not had a chance to touched base recently about discussion of illegal markets, but unless you feel otherwise, I was going to suggest keeping this under review.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Number 7, review of potential partnership with Gamban. Mark.
Under review.
Okay. And then Christian Balley's 90-day audit. Is Christian on today or? Let's see anybody. All right, I'm just going to keep it under review. And then Mark, you moved up the Sigma report. So yeah, number 11, the seal of approval rollout. Justin Stembeck. Is Justin on?
I'm here. We are still working with Sports Wagering to connect with the operators on that to iron out the rest of the details. So I think that can stand under review.
Okay. And then I forget which context this came up in. I think it was a meeting we had with an outside party, and they talked about how Ohio did their rollout in terms of a PSA campaign that went with it. And we had talked about coordinating with the AG's office, but they also, I think that's worth the team looking at, is how Ohio has been marketing it on their website and showing the importance of using the legal market. So maybe if we could pull that into your conversations for that, that'd be great.
Sure.
And then Mark, number 12, update of the responsible gaming framework.
Yeah, working on it, but under review.
Okay. And then we've moved the PPC renewal discussions up, or is this separate and apart from what Joe just moved up?
No, that's Joe's issue. We should add his name
Add his name.
on there, of course.
Okay. So is there anything anybody wants to add to under review at this point?
Madam Chair, I've got one new item that just came up yesterday with MGM Springfield. It looks like they may be looking to do a multi-year capital plan.
Okay.
And that would be due to us at the end of September. And my thought was we probably wouldn't be ready to discuss it on October 10th, and I'm not available on the 24th. So we would probably try to schedule that sometime in November, which isn't, we haven't gotten there yet on our schedule. So.
Okay. So under review, tentative November date.
Yep.
Okay. Anyone else want to add to under review?
Commissioner O'Brien,
Yep.
if I could add early economic impacts of sports betting in the Commonwealth.
Okay. Anyone else on that, or your name sufficient?
Just put it under mine and Bonnie's. If you could.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So anyone else for under review?
Madam Chair, I think we should add, and you were probably going to get to this, just a follow-up on the wager limitations roundtable discussion we had.
Yep. Yeah, it's a good point. And anything else? No. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything else. Does any commissioner have any updates to share? It's like no. And I don't have any business that was not anticipated for today. Does anyone else have unanticipated business? Nope. So seeing none, I think we're ready to wrap up.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Okay. Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Skinner,
Aye.
and I vote yes. That's 3-0. Thank you to everybody. Have a good day.